to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Westbrook on our sideline. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Thunder, backcourt is Westbrook and Cephalosha. And in the paint, holding down the pivot of physical and bruising big man at 6'10", Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins. That's Durant, and it's Ibaka in at the four-man position. And then for Memphis, Conley and Allen are the guard set. And at the center position, an impressive combination of size and skill. The 7'1" Spaniard, Marc Gasol. Then there's Tayshaun Prince, and it's Randolph in at the four.
You know, it wasn't that the Thunder were beating teams last season. Everybody expected that, but it was the way they were blowing out teams on such a regular basis that caught everybody's attention.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Outside Conley. Conley left side. Outside Randolph. Stolen by Westbrook. He kicks to Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Cephalosha's got the first points up on the board for Oklahoma City. And for the Thunder, they were blowing out teams on a regular basis, as you said, Clark, and ended plus 9.2 as the scoring differential in their games. Steve, easily the highest mark in the NBA.
Well, just think about that for a second, Kevin. I mean, that means your average game is almost a double-digit win. And not just wins, we're talking about all games. So that's the result of having an explosive offense, depth, and a tough defense. This was really a complete team, unfortunately derailed by the Westbrook injury.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Now here's Conley. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Conley's got his first basket.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Now it's send it over to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Scott Brooks.
He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
Thank you, Doris. 6 on the shot clock. Conley into the lane. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Mike Conley, the number 4 pick back in 2007 out of the Ohio State University. He wasn't an instant star in the NBA, but boy, has he continued to improve year in and year out.
That's good from Conley. And Conley has played his entire career with the Memphis Grizzlies, improving alongside the team.
I feel like he's going to be an all-star before too long. He's the franchise's all-time leader in assists, but I think the stability and the faith that the organization has placed in him has helped him mature and helped him develop into where he is right now, which I think is one of the best point guards in the game.
I would agree.
Well, in many ways, the Grizzlies aren't like most teams out west. They don't try to overpower you with offense, and they don't have a superstar to lean on for big baskets at the end, but they still know how to get wins in the tough Western Conference. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Now here's Conley. Outside Randolph. Back to Conley. Westbrook with the steal. And here we go with Westbrook running it up. Beautiful.
Wow. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Here's Prince. The Thunder making the shot. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right. A lot of momentum here offensively. Well, what they love to use him for, guys, is setting picks because he's a big, strong player who takes up a lot of space, and he understands his role.
Yeah, you know, it makes sense to take advantage of his size and strength. You need to use that. And I think he takes some pleasure in putting his shoulder in there somebody. He likes to lay the wood on those guys trying to come through.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, guys, you look at the roster of this Memphis team, and they have a lot to offer. Size and strength inside, playmakers on the perimeter, and improving an outstanding point guard in Mike Conley Jr. But you have to wonder, have they hit their ceiling?
That one is no good. Clark had talked about the Grizzlies don't have a megastar that other teams do to lean on in crunch time. Steve, you know, they traded the closest thing to that in Rudy Gay last season.
Well, the closest thing is right, Kevin. Rudy Gay was not a superstar. He was very, very good, but if he was a true superstar, they would not have moved him. So I think they just felt like they couldn't afford Gay's contract. They wanted to move on. And play through their big man, Gasol and Randolph. And I think in the end, probably a wise decision because the team performed very well without Gay anyway.
And here's Westbrook. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Conley against Westbrook. Pass to Cephalosha. 5 to shoot. Durant. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, often when we think of freakish athleticism in the NBA, it's those with strength and explosiveness like LeBron or Dwight Howard. But Kevin Durant physically is unique in his own right. Sure, he's got a slight build, but his mobility for his height, unparalleled.
That's good from Durant. You think about the length of Kevin Durant, the reach of a center with the fluidity, Steve, of a guard.
Such a rare combination, Kevin, and it gives them a huge advantage at both ends of the floor. I mean, defensively, you think about the blocks and the steals and rebounds, and then offensively, the ability to play above his opponents.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Machine the beat. He's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. Durant hits them both.
You know, with the recent success of Oklahoma City, you forget that in Kevin Durant's first season, they started out going 3-29. And I tell you what, you talk about their success, it's due to the resilience and perseverance and leadership of Kevin Durant and the rest of those guys.
Conley kicks to Bayless. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Bayless has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Collison with the screen for Westbrook. Back to Durant. He passes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Lamb. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Well, there is a culture of hard work, as Clark was talking about, and the perseverance for this Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Their star players, Steve, get a lot of credit, but it's the whole organization, don't you think?
No question. It's the culture that was set. Scott Brooks has continued to kind of establish that atmosphere in the locker room. And they have players who just want to work and want to get better. And when you have a large group of people all with that same approach, you're going to be very successful.
And here is Durant. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. And Lamb kicks to Westbrook. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Now here is Conley. He's got 9. Prince kicks to Bayless. He dishes it to Conley. The feed to Bayless. From 11 feet away, here's Davis. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Jackson passes to Lamb. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And here is Conley. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for them early on.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Oklahoma City trailing. Jackson kicks to Thabit. Lamb. The dish to Durant. Pass to Lamb. Oklahoma City moving it around. And the basket by Jackson.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game.
Won't happen right away, but Jeremy Lamb has all the tools, I think, to be a fantastic defender at the NBA level. Young players oftentimes take a couple of years to figure it out defensively, but he's got everything he needs to be elite at that end.
Jackson and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Grizzlies now. 6 to shoot. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hey guys, the Grizzlies head coach Dave Yeager is all in on advanced stats, and that was a big reason that he became their head coach, fitting in with a new initiative from ownership in the front office. He knows his marching orders. A team that is among the lowest in three-point field goals will, in his words, look to open the floor, spread the floor, and give their bigs more room to work inside. He said, quote, other teams aren't going to have 9 dudes in the paint when Zach's trying to back down. But guys, they're still going to play inside out. He said, quote, I like three-pointers, but I love layups and free throws.
Well, Doris, it makes sense. They're tough to handle down, and it opens up things for everyone else. And Jeremy Lamb, a 6'11" wingspan for this kid. He's shown promise defensively as well.
Very smooth with that jump shot. He can finish big time when he gets to the rim. Still young and paying his dues, but you got to love his upside. A lot of potential.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Oklahoma City. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Conley. He's got 9. And Bayless gets to Conley. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Thunder leading by 5.
You know, guys, the Grizzlies are a bit of a throwback team, and I like their moniker of grit and grind. It really was their identity of toughness and physicality. And I thought that's how they played, and as a result, they had a terrific season.
Now here's Durant. Here's Jackson. A three-pointer, no good.
That's not his shot at all. Way too far beyond his range.
Dishes it to Gasol. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. But Clark, you mentioned the Grizzlies' old-fashioned style of play. There may be some changes in the offing. The new ownership group has made it a focal point to use, Steve, more advanced stats to inform their decision-making, analytics.
Well, and what will be interesting, Kevin, is that, most advanced stats and advanced stat gurus will tell you need three-point shooting. This was a very poor three-point shooting club a season ago. So I would expect them to start going more in that direction, but you can't get away from your identity, which is the low-post game of Gasol and Randolph.
With so many high hopes, the Thunder seem to be everybody's pick to make it to the finals once again. They were so dominant throughout the regular season. Many thought it was a foregone conclusion, but the injury to Russell Westbrook kind of sidetracked all of that.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Prince is checked in. Gasol drops 2, and back to the Thunder in the postseason. They did well to get by the Rockets after Westbrook injured his knee, but Steve, they just didn't have the same dynamic punch when they later faced the Grizzlies. Ended up getting bounced out in the second round.
Well, it was a tough matchup for them because the Grizzlies are so good defensively, and when you take Westbrook out of the lineup, all of a sudden it changes everything. I thought Oklahoma City battled, but they just didn't have enough firepower without their point guard.
The Thunder shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Well, one of the highlights last season, this team shot the ball extremely well from the stripe. Huge factor.
And a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers help them win games. Well, his heart might be in Oklahoma City now, but growing up, Kevin Durant said he wanted to be, of all things, a Raptor. That's right, he was a Raptor fan. A lot of it, he said, was just wanting to be part of something new.
A shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And going back to Durant, I'm sure the Raptors would have loved to have had him. I got to be honest, I did not know he grew up a Raptors fan.
I had no idea. I'm guessing maybe he fell in love with Vince Carter at the dunk contest.
Maybe that was it, yeah.
Come on, you can get this!
The first one falls.
Well, for the Grizzlies, the 5th best record in the league last season, guys. Defeated the Clippers and the Thunder in the playoffs, but it all came to a crashing in when the Spurs swept them in the conference finals.
Ed Davis is checked in for Memphis. Gasol hits them both. Well, and back in that series that Clark was talking about against the Spurs, more competitive than it might seem. Steve, you and I were talking about this. 3 of the 4 games were close. In fact, 2 obviously really close, going to overtime.
But I thought the weakness of Memphis was really exposed, Kevin, and that was the outside shooting. San Antonio just guarded the paint. They took Zach Randolph pretty much out of the series, and they begged Memphis to shoot from long range. And when you don't have floor spacing in the playoffs, it makes it awfully tough to score.
Nice shot from 10 feet out. Gasol's got 8. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Jackson kicks to Durant. Feeds it to Lamb. Outside Jackson. 5 on the clock. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
One thing with Scott Brooks, guys, he's very consistent with his message. You listen in on those timeouts, it's all about getting stops. Defense, 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 and letting their offense come from that.
A chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, Russell Westbrook has been criticized in the past for shooting instead of passing to Kevin Durant. And while teammate Kendrick Perkins joked that sometimes he wanted to strangle him a little bit, Coach Scott Brooks said, quote, "There are times when my hair is almost out." Brooks added, "Russell is a dynamic offensive player. We need that." And Durant himself said, "Some people are going to love you, some people are going to hate you. So what? We need Russell to do what he does." Kevin?
Infectious enthusiasm, Doris. You see it every time he steps on the floor.
He did it his way, which is what I respect. He really took the league by storm.
And Clark, you mentioned Brooks' single-mindedness. He stayed pretty constant with his rotations, too.
And there's no doubt players appreciate knowing their role, but, you know, a lot of critics have been surprised at how Brooks has stuck to his lineups. Some lineups that didn't seem to be all that effective. You know, his usual starting lineup with Cephalosha and Perkins on the floor hasn't been their best in terms of plus-minus, but Brooks very loyal to his starting group.
You know, last season, the Thunder marched their way to the top seed in the West and spent most of the season battling for that top spot with San Antonio, and it was the Thunder's play on the road that was the big difference between the two.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
1:37 left to play in the first half. Conley dishes to Allen. Shoots, and the jumper is good. You know, another note on the Thunder and the road dominance. You're always going to have to be fantastic on the road if you want to win in the West. And the Thunder, Steve, clearly the best in the West on the road.
Well, yeah, 26 wins for them, 2 more than the next few teams in the conference. And the only team that had more road wins than them on the year in the NBA was the Heat. So just a terrific season for the Thunder, both at home and on the road. Of course, kind of got derailed by the Westbrook injury in the playoffs.
Conley gets to Gasol. Left side Gasol. Back to Conley. Here's Bayless. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Bayless has got 8 points.
And you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And Ibaka kicks to Lamb. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Now, sometimes offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Conley into the lane. Bayless. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Should probably use a little clock here.
Yep, make this the very last possession.
Ibaka with the screen on Conley. Lamb. Can't get it to go.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
First game as we wrap up the second quarter. Thunder lead by 1. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's halftime. I'm Damon Bruce. Out at FedEx Forum, the action has been good. Oklahoma City in a hard-fought game against Memphis. Their passing has been the key. Great playmaking all around. There's been great work by Jeremy Lamb in this one. He's got 7 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. And for Memphis, they're looking good in their own right. We've seen them getting to the foul line, taking advantage of what the other team's giving them. Some great work out there by Jared Bayless. His shooting percentage hovering right around 50%. It's awfully good, heads or tails. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Bayless.
Boy, you wonder how long he can continue to shoot the 3-ball as well as he has to this point. He's been lights out.
Steve, you know that as well as anyone being the shooter you were. Sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks 3 feet wide. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Now you can tell what the crowd thinks about that call.
Yeah, they erupted as soon as the whistle blew.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Now Conley. Prince outside. Gets to Gasol. Pulls it up. Drops in the short one. Gasol's got 10 points in the game. Oklahoma City's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Durant defended by Allen. Conley against Westbrook. Lock at 6. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Michael Conley picks one up.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Oklahoma City shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Westbrook. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here.
You look back to that 2008 draft. The then Sonics, now Thunder, took Westbrook at the 4 spot. And a lot of people thought that was a reach. But tell you what, you redo the draft right now, and he has a legitimate case of being the #1 pick.
Now here's Gasol. He's got 10. Just 3 to shoot. Off the left rim and out.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Ibaka with the screen on Conley. Here's the lob. Ibaka slams it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Going back to that 2008 draft, Westbrook had played kind of a combo guard at UCLA, and there were some questions, I think, among a lot of scouts and personnel guys' minds about his ability to become a full-time point guard.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I think you always have to look at players, not just for what they might become, but what are they when they get to you. And Russell was a guy who was athletic, aggressive, hungry to get better. And when you got those attributes in his athleticism, he's going to be a difference maker in the league, and he's proven that to be the case.
Ed Davis is checked in for Memphis. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Memphis, no good. The Thunder leading by 6. Westbrook with it. Conley picks him up. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Now here is Conley. 9 points in the game so far. Randolph gets to Conley. Shot clock at 5. They need this. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Russell Westbrook.
Mike Conley, starting point guard in Memphis pretty much his whole career. I'm sure he would agree that last season was probably his best yet.
That's good from Conley. And for Conley last season, an uptick in three-pointer and free throws attempted. Very interesting combination of numbers there.
Well, and for a perimeter player, a lot of times that can be the key to offensive efficiency, because when you can shoot from the three-point line, it makes you even quicker than you already are. Defenses have to attack and chase you off that line, and now you can get into the paint and make other plays happen.
And Conley drops them both. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Westbrook with it. Conley picks him up. Oh, he's going up to the alley-oop here. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Conley against Westbrook. Prince kicks to Conley. There's the pass to Pondexter. Some nice passing there by Memphis. He feeds it to Conley. Just 4 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 13.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
And Lamb kicks to Westbrook. Outside Durant. Passes it to Lamb. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Pondexter. The Grizzlies trail by 6. And it's Conley penetrating. He kicks it to Prince. Pass to Gasol. No luck. And the Thunder going the other way now. Outside Westbrook. Lamb. Shoots. Again, the Thunder score. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Checked in for Oklahoma City. Cephalosha comes in for Serge Ibaka. .149 left in the third quarter of the game. Bayless off a pick from Randolph. And Bayless kicks to Randolph. There's the feed to Gasol. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they're getting the ball inside, which is what I like. High percentage shots down on the block and in the paint area.
That free throw good from Gasol. Here's Westbrook. He's got 12. He dishes it to Lamb. Pass to Durant. Feeds to Lamb. Inside to Perkins. And that one's good. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Gasol is screen on Westbrook. And Bayless kicks to Allen. Bayless off the pick from Randolph. Shot clock at 6. There's the dish to Bayless. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conducts are no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, that's the right move. Get a good possession here, play defense, and get one more opportunity to score.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. And Bayless kicks to Gasol. Sinks that one from the post. Gasol's got 15.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Westbrook. Blocked. Here is Bayless. 11 points in the game. Allen gets to Gasol. Covered by Cephalosha. 16 feet away. And again, it's Marc Gasol. Now just a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Now here's Allen. Randolph sets a screen for Allen. Randolph a screen on Westbrook. Outside Conley. Dishes it to Prince. Clock at 4. Thunder with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Durant kicks to Westbrook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And with Harden out of OKC, you knew that Russell Westbrook would have a lot of burden on his shoulders to be a playmaker, and he responded. I think he was very active last year in terms of distributing the ball.
First one falls for him. And for Westbrook playing alongside Durant, some have said he needs to be more of a passer, less of a scorer. Clark at that point guard position.
I think that's some of the most misguided criticism that anybody could levy at him. He is a scorer. He is an aggressive attacking guard. I just think he has to play to his strengths, and that's where he is, and that's who he is, and I think he's fantastic. I don't think there's anybody that's more dangerous in the backcourt than Russell Westbrook.
Now here's Allen. Kicks to Conley. There's the double team with Westbrook. Conley, the pass to Allen. Back to Conley. Memphis moving that ball around. Prince dishes to Gasol.
For the majority of his career, Marc Gasol has been referred to as the other Gasol. But last season, you can make that case that he surpassed his brother Powell in terms of impact on the court.
Come on, you can hit these.
And he makes the first.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half, but they've got to continue to knock down these free throws.
And so Gasol nails them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Ibaka. He passes to Durant. He feeds it to Westbrook. Left side Collison. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. And Marc Gasol, a little bigger than his older brother Powell, very comfortable at the center position, whereas Powell is a little more of a tweener. They're both obviously so incredibly skilled.
They sure are. I mean, both Gasol's able to play in the high post as passers or jump shooters or down on the low block, and where they can use their array of offensive skills. Really impressive to see two players like that coming out at the same time.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You know what I love about Durant, Kevin, is the fact that he can be cruising along, and then all of a sudden he'll just kick it into high gear. You know, he gets his points quietly at times because it comes so effortlessly. But when the game's on the line, he can get hot and just bury you.
Steve, if you were just going to dream up a score, a machine-like, video game-like score, KD, Kevin Durant, is what you would come up with. Long, lean, can shoot it deep, ball skills, and the attitude and aggressiveness of a late-game closer.
Here's Cephalosha. Following the basket by Marc Gasol. Westbrook kicks to Collison. Rejected by Randolph. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Conley off the flip to Randolph. Conley with it. Westbrook picks him up. For 3. Conley's shot is off. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Gasol. And another basket for Memphis.
And the hot shooting continues, guys.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. They've mothballed the defense, though. It's all about offense today.
Now here's Westbrook. The pass to Cephalosha. They grab their own miss. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The Grizzlies have to improve their approach against Ibaka.
He has 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well, and battling hard for every rebound.
That free throw, no good.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Kendrick Perkins. He's checked in for Nick Collison. And he sinks the second. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And let's get this update now from Westbrook, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Now here is Conley. Right side, Conley. Allen. Back to Conley. Memphis moving that ball around. 4 on the clock. Here's Prince. Here's Randolph. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, really working hard on the board. You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
And off a screen on Westbrook. Conley against Westbrook. Conley off the pick from Gasol. And it's Conley penetrating. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
And now both of these guys really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it's become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They lead by 3. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Conley against Westbrook. Passes it to Durant. He kicks it to Cephalosha. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 6. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Conley with it. Allen, a screen on Westbrook. And it's Conley penetrating. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
The Thunder leading by 4. Westbrook dishes to Durant. Pass to Cephalosha. The feed to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Westbrook double team. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Gasol. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Outside Conley. Back to Gasol. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so they foul intentionally. Seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Ondex is checked in. That's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Showing off a very smooth stroke at the free throw line right there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 6. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Randolph in the posts. Defended by Ibaka. Randolph kicks to Pondexter. A 3. Nails the triple.
Oh, just terrible defense there.
Steve, really just a layup line for the most part. I mean, not much defense at all either way.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
This free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will vary them for sure.
Knocks down the trifecta.
His performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're leading by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the game. Stop the clock, so there's a foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Are good, and it's a 4-point ball game. Heaves it up. Misses one. So close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Thought it was anybody's game right to the very end.
And once the coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Now that'll do it. For Westbrook, this is Kevin Holland saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.